Alright, so today we're bringing you a look at the Abu Garcia Revo X against the newer Abu Garcia Zeta. Alright, so the Revo X has been around for quite a long time at retails at $99.99, and it's a workhorse of a reel at that price point. I'd argue that and the regular SLX by Shimano would be pretty much your go-to reel at the $100 price point. I've owned a couple of them for years now. So, but what came out in this past year's iCast is this Abu Garcia Zeta, and it is, I mean, an absolutely gorgeous reel. So let's go ahead and talk about the differences, because the Zeta here advertises for $170, right? So it's quite a bit more. It's about $70 more than $70 to $80 more, depending on where you buy it, than the Revo X, right? So let's really see what all the differences are and help you make up your mind in figuring out which reel is for you. So the Revo X, which again has been around for quite a while, and I apologize I didn't thoroughly clean these reels. I just kind of wanted to get you this content, right? So these are used and abused in a good way reels. So that really gives you a good testimony about them, because I've used them for a while, as you can see. So this is again the Abu Garcia Revo X, right? So it is a 8-bearing reel. Now the speed for this doesn't really matter, but this is a 661 speed reel, right? So it's got your clickable spool tension, it's got your clickable drag, and it's got your magnetic brakes here on the side. Okay, go ahead and open that up and show you what that looks like. All right, so you've got your magnets right there. All right, now it's got your, I apologize if I'm getting the name wrong, but it feels like more of a plastic material side plate, right? And an aluminum. Yeah, actually, it might just pretty much be a whole plastic program, with the exception of course, the spool itself and the handle. Now you take a look at the Abu Garcia Zeta. Okay, the whole body is graphite. Okay, so it's a really light body. This Revo X comes in at 7.8 ounces, and this comes in at 7.5. All right, so just like the Revo X, you've got your clickable drag, your clickable spool tension. Okay, what is the very first difference you're gonna notice about these two reels, besides the weight and the appearance? Okay, this is that olive drab kind of military grade camo, not camo, but olive look, right, is the brake system. Okay, so you've got dual brakes. So I believe it's magnetic and centrifugal is actually how this works. So you've got your regular magnetic braking system that you've used to seeing in some form right there, and then you've still got an adjustable braking system on the spool, right? So this gives you two separate points of adjustability, but you still are externally adjustable out there on that dial. So that being said, this spool right here holds a little bit less than this one. When you're talking about, I believe, 12-pound monofilament line, the Zeta holds 110 yards, while the Revo X holds 145, right? So, I mean, you could argue that the weight difference in the Revo X is simply in the spool size, because it's a little bit bigger of a spool, right? So, but this is not a small spool. It's not a just a finesse reel, although to be honest, I think that's what I'm using it for because of the size of the reel. It's a little bit more of a finesse setup for me, right? But yeah, I mean, I love it. To be honest, I've been using it for a little bit. It casts a little further, a little easier, and it retrieves a little smoother than the Revo X. So that wasn't confusing. This right here is the reel that casts a little further, a little smoother than the Revo X. So, but again, at $100, this is a great reel. And as you can see, or as you will see in future videos, I've got a lot of high-end reels, but this is still a reel that I use. So not a slouch by any means. Does it justify $80 in the difference? To be honest with you, in my opinion, just the styling alone justifies the $80. Here's the only negative. I actually started out with this reel on my swim bait rod, and I quickly changed because I like to palm a reel, and when you palm the reel, I don't know if the camera's catching that, but I just feel some play in it. So now I'm using this one for my jig, like jig and chatterbait rod, and I haven't noticed that at all because I don't tend to grip apply so much pressure to the side plate of the reel. So now, is that a fault of the reel or is that a fault of the angler? You tell me. I'm not sure, but I did notice that's one thing about this Zeta that you don't get with the Revo X, right? It's securely in place. There's no give. So, but yeah, so there you have it. Again, so you've got your Abu Garcia Zeta, and you've got your Abu Garcia Revo X. Both beautiful reels. I've had quite a few of my friends start out with the Revo X because I don't have them start out with the cheap stuff. And I still have it, but to be honest, this is a little bit more of my favorite right now out of the Abu line. So thank you very much. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, and go ahead and smash that notification button so you see the next videos I have coming out. All right, thanks guys.